Students, we were on chapter 4 Geography Exogenetic Processes Part 2. In the last lecture we had seen the erosional work and the landforms which were formed because of them. We had first seen the erosional work of rivers. Then we had seen what happens when there is transportation and deposition by a river and the landforms which are formed because of them. Then we had seen the work of glaciers and the landforms which are formed because of them. All this we had done in the last lecture. Now we'll move ahead today. Now today we'll start with work of the wind and the landforms produced. Now we have learned that movement of air is called wind. Whenever air is moving, we call it as wind. Wind is a gaseous agent of erosion. Of course, wind is in the gaseous form. It is a gaseous agent of erosion. Erosion, why? Because it carries many particles with it when it is blowing. The erosional, transportational and depositional work of wind is more prominent in desert and semi-arid regions. That means we can see the work of wind and the erosion done by it in deserts and semi-arid regions. Deserts, you all know, where there is a lot of sand, no trees. Only you will find certain trees such as cactus and all those thorny trees. Semi-arid regions where there is a less of vegetation, plant cover will be less. That is the semi-arid regions. Those regions are hot. In the previous chapter we had seen what is mechanical weathering. Now as mechanical weathering occurs on a large scale, powdered rock and sand spreads over a large area. Mechanical weathering होने से क्या होता है, जो ऊपर का लेयर है वो खराब होकर गिरने और टूटने लगता है. So because of that mechanical weathering, you can see powdered rocks, right, and large pieces falling. So there is hardly any obstacle in the transportational work of wind. If such powdered particles are there, the wind can carry it easily. So there is no obstacle, there is nothing that can stop the wind from taking these powdered or weathered material. The sand particles also get transported along with wind, and they are carried over long distances and get deposited where the speed of the wind reduces. So sand particles are also carried away and they are deposited where the speed of the wind becomes slow. Then in this way wind does the work of erosion, transportation and deposition. The erosion, when there is mechanical weathering, there is fine particles of that rock which is carried away by the wind. That is erosion. Then transportation is when it is being carried away. Deposition is when the wind's speed is reduced and it is deposited over there. Now we'll see the erosional work of winds. Wind carries small sand particles, small pebbles, etc. Small pebbles यानी छोटे छोटे पत्थर होते हैं, round shape, very small. It's so small that the wind can easily carry it. These particles cause erosion along rocks coming in the way due to friction. See now, if there is a rock and the wind is blowing, okay, and it is carrying the particles of rocks also along with it, so what happens, there is erosion which is occurring due to friction. तो वो जो विंड कैरी कर रहा है स्टोन्स को, रॉक्स को, उससे ये जो है दे आर रब अगेंस्ट ईच अदर and due to friction of these there is a landform which is formed. Now these lead to the formation of mushroom rocks, deflation hollows and yardungs. Even this mushroom rock is a product of erosional work of wind. It is formed because of the erosional work of wind. Then these are yardungs. This is the direction of the wind, you can see. See here you can see when the direction of the wind is blowing in this way, what happens to the soft rocks? They blow away with the wind, and see you can see a gap which is formed here, and the hard rocks they remain there only. They are also eroded to some extent, they also have become thin, but the soft rocks they have eroded or blown away with the winds. Then we come to the depositional work of winds. Deposition means to leave the particles which the wind is carrying at a certain place. Now those particles which are very fine are carried over long distances, while the larger ones get transported to shorter distances only. Why? Because the larger ones have weight, so they are transported to shorter distances. They fly with the wind and they settle down early. Then these sand particles get deposited in deserts and semi-arid climates. As a result, specific landforms are formed. So when these are deposited in semi-arid and desert regions, certain landforms are formed, such as sand dunes. Here you can see the picture of a sand dune. See, the wind has brought them and deposited in this shape. So this is known as a dune or a barchan. Seas, ripple marks, loess plains, etc. These are the various landforms which are formed because of the deposition of wind. Here you can see the pictures of different landforms because of deposition by wind. Ripple marks, ये sand पे जो lines you can see, these are the lines or marks which are there on the sand. These are the ripple marks on the sand. Then here you can see the seas or sand moons. See here you can see these lines. They are nothing but the deposition of the sand. Then yardangs. These are huge sands which are deposited. Then this is hamada. This is not there in this.